Today we're going to take a look at my top 10 most valuable Funko Pops in my entire collection, so let's go and get this one started. What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time on this channel and you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for future content. Today's video, like I said in the intro, we're going to be taking a look at my top 10 most valuable Funko Pops that are currently in my collection. And I actually did this video last year as well, or early in January, I think like the first week. And we have a pretty big difference. Only 4 of the 10 Pops from the last list remain in the top 10 most valuable for this year. And we have 6 new Pops on the list, and our value has increased by nearly $6,000. Definitely a big change right there. And obviously there are single Pops out there with a value of my total with the 10 and higher, but as a collector, it does excite me to see my collection has this kind of value. And I don't even know how many Pops I have currently. Give or take, I'd say around 2,000 roughly. And I haven't really been able to update it on the Funko app. It's just pretty much broken, and I've been pretty behind on Pop Price Guide. So maybe in the upcoming year, I'll try to make time to update my collection, because I'm kind of curious how many I have and what my collection value is currently at. But we have our top 10 to share today, and I'm really excited to share with you guys. We have our first Pop at number 10, currently holding a value of $800. It is Freddy Funko as Upside Down Will from Stranger Things, limited to 450 pieces. This was from Fun Days 2018. A really cool piece for sure. Definitely love collecting the Stranger Things Freddy Funko Pops, and I'm very excited for the Stranger Things NFT set that we got this year with the Freddy Funko as Eddie Munson. I don't think any of the Funko Pop digital collectibles will hold any values like this yet, but believe me, in the coming years, a lot of those Pops will rise, no doubt. Number 9 on the list is one of the Pops that remained in the top 10 list from last time, and this one barely beat number 10 by just $10. Current value of $810. We have Freddy Funko as Frankenstein. This was from Freaky Tiki Fun Days 2019, limited to 350 pieces. And there was a glow-in-the-dark variant with a much lower piece count. But believe it or not, mine does have a glow error that lasts for like 1 second or 2. I'll share with you guys later in the video. But this is definitely a really cool Freddy. Lately, they've been bringing some really awesome Halloween-themed Freddy Funkos from the Pop Digital collections. And then we also get them from Fright Nights. So this is definitely going to be one of those that people will definitely keep wanting to add in their collection. Number 8 on the list is actually the one that was number 1 the last time we did this video. And I remember saying I didn't really think the price was accurate the last time. And I believe another one of my top 10 was the actual number 1 most valued in my collection. But I just went with the flow. I went with the values on Pop Price Guide, Funko app, and eBay and all that stuff. So I did keep it at number 1. The current value is a lot more believable now. We have a value of $850. It is Barbosa with the monkey from Pirates of the Caribbean, limited to 1,000 pieces. It was a New York Comic Con 2016 exclusive. Definitely one of my coolest Disney Pops in my collection. I absolutely love when they give a Pop buddy, and it's just super fun. So this is definitely a really awesome piece. Making our way to number 7 on the list, it is time to say hello to our 4-digit value Funko Pops. Pretty crazy to see that we almost have a top 10 of Pops with a value of 1,000 and above. Maybe the next time we do a top 10, it might happen. So we'll see what changes with the next year. But this Pop is definitely one of my all-time favorites I own, and it actually used to have a value of 3,000 and over when the last season was airing. It dropped drastically, which I honestly don't understand why. And I know there have been fakes out there, but it's so easy to tell the difference between a fake and an authentic one, and it is definitely undervalued in my opinion. Current value is $1,080. It is the headless Ned Stark from Game of Thrones, one of my all-time favorite shows, if not my favorite show. This Pop is absolutely perfect. Love all the blood splattered around the box, and then the blood all over the Pop as well. Obviously, you can see that the head is detached from the body, but the cool thing is there is a magnet, so you can actually attach it right back if you take it out of the box, which I have done before, so I definitely can confirm that, and I love this Pop. And there's another Pop just like it, which was Headless Herschel from The Walking Dead, and I do love that Pop a lot. I don't know if there's any others like these two, but I definitely have to say Ned Stark was a much bigger character to the show and definitely made a much bigger impact with the death. Pop number 6 on the list is from one of my all-time favorite movies. Although I am more of a Marvel fan, just being DC, I do have to say it is still my favorite superhero movie of all time. Never get tired of watching this movie, and this is definitely a really cool pop. It does glow in the dark. Who does not love a nice glow pop? It is a current value of $1,150. We have the 2-pack of the Joker and Bank Robber Joker from The Dark Knight. This is a beautiful 2-pack, limited to 480 pieces. Gemini Collectibles exclusive. Now, I am really hoping to see more Joker pops in the future, specifically Nurse Joker. So they did do an awesome pop digital collection for the Dark Knight trilogy, and I definitely hope to see a Series 2. I cannot wait for the Series 1 physical pops to arrive because it was such a cool set. But this 2-pack is definitely one of my favorites I own. And now I made it to the top 5 list, and honestly, number 5 on the list surprised me quite a lot. Not because I don't love this pop. Obviously I do. It's why I have it in my collection in the first place. It is one of my favorite video games of all time. I guess it makes sense though. It is a super limited piece, and it is a really nice one. It has a current value of $1,190. We have Freddy Funko as a Spartan from Halo. This was from this year's Camp Fun Days event. As you guys can see, it is limited to 250 pieces. And this was one of the very few Freddy Funkos that did not make it at the at-home boxes. And I think that's definitely one of the reasons why it held such a nice value too. Because once people saw all the other super limited pieces make it to the at-home boxes with like a much higher sticker count. For example, the metallic Captain America. This definitely kept its value being a limited of 250 pieces. I'm not gonna lie though, just imagine how much higher it could have been if it was Freddy Funko as Master Chief himself. Probably could have been double, triple the current value of this one. But I love the fact that he's wearing the armor from Halo and also holding an energy sword. Number 4 on the list is another Freddy Funko. Of course, being a mascot of Funko, a lot of Freddy Funkos tend to be very high valued, especially because most Freddy Funkos are very limited piece counts. This one is currently at $1,580. We have Freddy Funko as Yoda from Star Wars. This was from Fun Days 2018, limited to 450 pieces. Such a beautiful Freddy Funko. This is what I love to see with my Freddy Funkos. I love when they give an actual mold with the character that he is supposed to be, changing the colors and just the body and everything. It is super sweet, and this is definitely a really cool Star Wars Freddy Funko in my collection. I love the Star Wars ones. I have quite a few Star Wars Freddys. I'm definitely missing a lot of them. A lot of the older ones, which have some insane values, I'll probably never own. But any new Star Wars Freddy that does release, I do try to get for my collection. For pop number 3, I have a pop that I think is actually currently undervalued, even though it does have a very nice value at the moment. The reason I think it's undervalued, there is so many big things coming out for this character. We have a movie, a video game, plus this pop is very limited once again. And honestly, it is a very beloved character too. So I definitely think there is going to be a big jump in value in the upcoming years. But this one is currently valued at $1,790. Freddy Funko as Wolverine himself. From Camp Fun Days this year, once again, limited to 250 pieces. Another pop that did not make it to the at-home boxes, which definitely would have dropped the value for sure, just like that metallic Captain America. But they also had a brown suit from Camp Fun Days, limited to 850 pieces. But of course, I personally do think this suit is much more popular and much better looking as a pop. Pop number 2 on the list is actually the most I've ever spent on a Funko Pop in order to add it to my collection. Luckily, at least I can say I spent less than what the current value is anyways, but it doesn't really matter because this is one pop I always wanted in my collection for many years, but I never thought I'd be able to say I have it. So I'm thankful to say it is in my collection. Currently has a value of $2,140. It is the Flocked Lotso from Toy Story 3, part of the Disney Series 2 collection. This was exclusive to D23 2011, limited to 480 pieces. Such a beautiful Funko Pop, absolutely adorable. The flock job on it is perfect. I love flocked Funko Pops. I had the non-flocked Lotso in my collection for quite a while. I always told myself, One day I have to get the flocked one somehow. I never thought I'd actually be able to, but here it is in my hands, and I love this pop so much. I honestly do think that we might see a new flocked Lotso pop in the future as a new mold, and I wouldn't mind. I feel like they could definitely do another different mold with a good enough difference where this one will still be a sought after grail. I just hope if they do it, they can make it smell like strawberry. Now we're at pop number 1 on the list. This is one that I'm definitely truly lucky to say I have in my collection, and it's all thanks to the luck of my wife. This was acquired at an event we attended this year, and honestly, it is definitely one of the coolest pieces I have in my collection, and it is very understandable why it has the value it has. It is once again a very lovable character, a limited piece, and it glows in the dark. Who does not love all that put together? 3, 2, 1. With a value of $4,430, we have the glow-in-the-dark Freddy Funko as Anakin Skywalker from this year's Camp Fun Days with a limited piece count of 250 pieces. Such an incredible Funko Pop, and honestly, I still can't believe it that I have this one in my collection and that we were lucky enough to get it in our box at Fun Days. Well, my wife was lucky enough to get it. But you know what? Me and her together are one, so I guess I could take some credit too, right? But honestly, I love this pop so much, and the glow is absolutely insane. Once again, here we have my top 10 most valuable Funko Pops in my entire collection. Let's go ahead and break it down for you guys once again. At number 10, we had Freddy Funko as Will the Wise in the Upside Down from Stranger Things, limited to 450 pieces with a value of $800. At number 9, we have Freddy Funko as Frankenstein, limited to 350 pieces with a value of $810. Number 8, we have Barbosa with the monkey, limited to 1,000 pieces with a value of $850. Number 7, we have Headless Ned Stark, limited to 1,008 pieces with a value of $1,080. Number 6, we have the Dark Knight Joker 2-pack, limited to 480 pieces with a value of $1,150. And then at number 5, we have Freddy Funko as the Spartan from Halo, limited to 250 pieces with a value of $1,190. At number 4, we had Freddy Funko as Yoda, limited to 450 pieces with a value of $1,580. At number 3, we have Freddy Funko as Wolverine, limited to 250 pieces with a value of $1,790. And then for number 2, we had the flocked Lotso, limited to 480 pieces with a value of $2,140. And then our number 1 most valuable was Freddy Funko as Anakin Skywalker, the glow in the dark, which is limited to 250 pieces with a value of $4,430. Pretty crazy. That pop alone is almost 1/3 of the full value of all 10 added up together, which brings a total of $15,820. We definitely couldn't end a video without seeing the glow on these beautiful pieces. We have the Freddy Anakin and the Joker 2-pack, but I also want to point out the air glow I was talking about for the Freddy Funko Frankenstein pop. Check it out in 3, 2, 1. You see that? It's such a short glow, but it's definitely an error, and it's just pretty funny. Okay, so the Joker 2-pack, definitely some of the best glows you'll see in a Funko Pop. Oh, I love it. Such a cool 2-pack set right here. Definitely a movie I'd never get tired of watching. I need to watch it again for like the gazillionth time. Okay, and then number 1 on our list was the Freddy Anakin over here. Definitely deserves a spot because it is a beautiful pop. And the glow is absolutely insane. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love this pop. So that's all I had for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as always. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for future content. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of my top 10 most valuable Funko Pops in my collection? And let me know if you guys own any of these or possibly want to add any of these to your collection. Maybe it's on your wish list. I would love to hear what your most valuable Funko Pop is that you personally own right now. Even if you want to share a top 5, top 10, that would be great. Either way, I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking time to watch this video. I truly appreciate all your support. I'm excited to see what will be coming out in 2024 and maybe some new pops to join my top 10 list the next time I do a top 10 most valued collection. Thank you all once again. Let me know what you guys like to the next videos. Thank you all for watching, and peace.